What is going on, everybody, and welcome back into Brother Studios. Now, today in the studio, we're going to be working on another awesome painting. Now, this video will be in a time lapse. Just be aware, just so we can kind of expedite the entertainment value of the actual video itself. Now, what are we going to be painting? We're going to be painting a T-Rex. You get it? Tie-dye T-Rex, and that is actually in the background behind us. It's just kind of peeking over my shoulders here. Let's go ahead and get a look at what this looks like on the canvas, and let's get into the awesome painting video. Now, this is going to be just some super laid back music and chill painting for this content video. Now, this is the first dinosaur painting that I've done here in the studio, and I hope to turn this into an entire collection. So sit back and enjoy, guys, as we kick off the first dinosaur painting here from Byerly Studios. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so with the background pretty much blocked in with the overall splatter and very fun abstract designs, now you can find that in its own individual video here on my YouTube channel, and that is a real-time video. You can always check that out and just enjoy that long-form content video. Now what we're going to do is we're going to begin rolling into some Mars Black silhouette designs of the actual dinosaur itself before we start to roll into any kind of white highlights that we'll use to build up those neon paints on top of. So let's get to that. Alright, so with the general black silhouette laid into the canvas, we really needed to do that to cover up the background. We had a really great background on this painting, but it's kind of hard to cover it up sometimes when you have such an amazing background. But it's just part of the process, and if you want the silhouette, you got to cover it up. So we're going to go ahead and continue on with the titanium white. And we're going to do a few layers of this just to build up the opacity over the background so we don't see any of those existing neons or textures peeking through. So let's go ahead and get the white built up, and then we'll start to get out our glow and neon paints. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and get the glow and the neons out, and we're going to start to layer these onto our titanium white and our Mars black silhouetted base subject. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start off very light, decide how we want these paints to kind of cascade over the entire item, and then as we go through this process, I'll decide whether or where I would like for those colors to blend into kind of like opaque colors or ombre colors. And then also whether or not I would like for them to be a little bit more translucent in some areas, like for instance here, or if we want them to be a little bit more opaque and very thickened out, like you see some of these reds and some of these hot paints. Those are very thick colors. So we'll get these layered in here. Just more so, this is just have fun, enjoy the process, and just enjoy getting the paint and the neons onto the canvas itself. I don't paint this under a black light. But I am thinking about how the black light could play on the art in a different way when it's purchased. Okay, you guys, I know this is the moment you've been waiting for, and that is these teeth here. The teeth are really going to bring out the overall T-Rex in this T-Rex design. Now, one thing that you'll notice here, I started off with the silver, and I eventually just stopped that. The silver under a light was incredible. It had a lot of shimmer, a lot of shine. But even though it was sterling silver, it just, when the lights went out, it just didn't cut it. It was just too dark, too dingy, and it didn't pop against this beautiful background. So I ended up going back to titanium white with a little bit of a glow glaze over it. The glow glaze really isn't as important as just the titanium white and that pop of white on the canvas itself. It really draws the eye a lot more. Now at this point in the video, I'm really just kind of nitpicking over particular items here on the canvas itself, getting it up to the point where I'm just like, it's time to go ahead and call it a day and be done with it. Now, I'm going to just kind of like thicken out some of these drips and splatters across the actual body that kind of bring the subject into the background a little bit. So some of these splatters here and there kind of cascade over the subject in particular ways, like that neon pink right there, and then the yellow up here. So they kind of cascade over the actual subject. And I'm also going to wrap the paint around the sides of the painting here. Originally, when I did the first background, the first layer, I decided not to do that. But then at the same time, I was like, it would be better and a better show if I did that. And I'll probably do that with the other dinosaurs I have planned in the near future. So I do go ahead and wrap that all the way around to the very back, so that these legs as well as the tail go around to the sides of the canvas also. And I also wrap that all the way around to the actual wood panel of the actual framing itself for the canvas, the stretcher bars. So we're going to go ahead and finish up with the last few details here. And then we can go get some glamour shots of this bad boy under regular light as well as some glow lights. So sit back and enjoy, guys. We're going to finish out this last detail. guys, what do you think? Now, right now, it is under a white light. It looks absolutely fantastic. Now, I'm going to go ahead and shift the colors of the lighting here to a specialty light. As you can see, it dinged out a lot in here. Now, here is the actual dinosaur itself. Now, it is cool under a different special effect type of light. It gives it a little bit more of a glow, and I do have a UV light off to the side. I don't have a black light on hand right now, but it gives the same overall general effect of the neons across the canvas, as you can see. So really cool. If this were to go into a gaming room or something like that, it would be absolutely phenomenal and friggin' awesome. So let's go ahead and talk about the varnish. Now, I do plan to come in later on in a separate content video and do a charcoal sketch on the back of the canvas like I do for all of my originals that I send out of the studio, as well as do a really great gloss varnish. It's going to make the canvas really pop, and all of those nice black and vibrant neons are really going to come to life. We're going to be using a Krylon Gallery Series UV Archival 1375 gloss, and it has a lot of benefits to it. But I've actually recently did another varnish on another painting here with that, and it turned out great. So we're going to use that up, and I'm going to do at least about 3 coats of that in that video. So if you want to see me varnish a really cool, vibrant painting with a few layers, then check that video out later. Otherwise, guys, I really do hope you enjoyed this video. As we roll into some of these glamour shots, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next awesome painting video, sculpting video. You never know what I'm getting into, but it's always fun to share it with you guys. Later.